use a pump is that it transports liquid by using kinetic energy and then transforming into hydrodynamic energy of liquid flow. One example are switches and chemical pumps. And it's, okay, history fact, the first time it was used was in 1475 for a mud liquid.
Okay, the main component in the centrifugal pump will be pressure. The higher you turn up the pressure, the faster and the stronger the water is going to go. When we turn it down with the knob, it'll start slowing down, and eventually it'll stop once we turn the knob completely.
Fun facts are, a single wind turbine is like so powerful that it can turn up to 500 calories. Wind power is the fastest energy in the world. At the end of 2012, the U.S. has home to 4,500 wind turbines operating across 890 wind projects. 4,500 wind turbines can power over 2 million.
So personally, my favorite activity this week was building the wind turbine because it was a huge hands-on activity with all our group members. So, ironically, the wind turbine works opposite of a fan because instead of using electricity to have power, you use power to make electricity. Okay, so how it works is you have the wings. You have the blades, they're tilted at a 45-degree angle. The reason of that is if you have it tilted up front, the wind would just knock over the whole fan. But if you tilt it 90 degrees, it wouldn't move because there's no surface area right here. So if you turn it 45 degrees angle, there's a perfect angle right there, and then it'll keep the fan moving. And an example of this would be in an airplane. The reason why the airplanes have a little tilt to it, a little angle to it, so that the air can catch into it and then keep the plane moving.
Okay, there's some history on our wind turbines. This one was the first one built in Cleveland, Ohio in 1877, but wind turbines have been around for much longer than that. The first ones were made in 3000 BC. So you know how they said that the Egyptians might have had electricity? This is probably how they got it.
You took my chips.
If they had it today.
The creation of the wind energy is considered clean, which means no trash, no waste. It's very renewable, and they use great, it's like a great resource, even the sun.
There are a lot of cons to this too, including it's not that attractive to, in my opinion, and most importantly, it requires a lot of open space and a huge field, so you might have to cut down a lot of trees for that. And also you have to consider it might interrupt the reception for television or other equipment. So we went to the LSU Chemical Engineering Lab 2 days ago, and we learned how refrigerators work. Our goal was to make connections between the flow rate and the temperature of clean water. And ironically, refrigerators keep things cold by the transfer of heat. So according to the second law of thermodynamics, if you have something cold and you have something hot sitting right next to each other, the cold item will become warmer and the hotter item will become cooler because the heat will transfer between each other and eventually it will be equilibrium.
Our hypothesis was that the slower the water travels through the evaporator, this is the evaporator, the colder the air in the refrigerator is. So if your refrigerator is broken, if it doesn't get cold, then that means that the water is traveling too fast through the evaporator. If not having enough time to get cold, so it's,
The results were that each time you, increase the flow rate 2.5, gallons per minute, the temperature, increases about 2, degrees Celsius. And then,
okay, these are the main components of the refrigerator. This is the condenser, this is the compressor, this is the expansion valve, and the final part is the evaporator. That's the part that makes your refrigerator cold. So without the evaporator, you can't have a cold refrigerator. And it won't be a refrigerator.
So in conclusion, I think we can all say that we had a blast this week in learning about STEM fields, and I'm sure all of us will become interested in engineering and STEM fields. Thanks for listening.
Duaksi gila vortex ini.
My name is Vinay Bosa. I was part of group 5, and our main topic was distillation and heat and temperature. So these are my group members.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gary Jackson Jr., and I was also part of group 5. So
hello. My name is Beach, and I was part of this group too.
my name is Jared. So basically, we realized that heat controls are totally different. Whereas heat is how hot something is, and also heat can also be highly affected by wind and temperature. And temperature is the measure of how hot or cold something is. So basically, heat cannot measure anything, whereas temperature can. It is an object used to create electricity, and what it is basically
beneath the cylinder engine on the top, and you put ice on top of it, and the wheel right here, and it starts spinning, and then it's creating energy.
So this is one of the first experiments we did at USCC, and what it was it would be two blocks. The one was made metal while the other was made plastic. And even though both were the same temperature, the metal one felt colder than the plastic one did. And this is because metal one was better conductive. So what we did was put side by side, each put a block of ice on each. Even though the plastic one felt hotter and it seemed like it would melt the ice faster, the colder one did. And this is because the metal one was better conductive. So when you touched it, before you put the ice on, it absorbed all the heat in your hand and melt the ice in a minute. Whereas when you set the ice on the plastic one, it just saturated in the ring.
Process purifying separating fluids. We had a distillery there. We used our own distillery actually in the experiment. The process is essentially just heating up a liquid to a boiling point, certain components of the liquid to separate one component from another. So that's where you have all the components out of the mixture. It's used to you can separate water from the mixture.
Okay, so as you can see, this slide doesn't have any words, as because I'm going to explain to you myself. This was one of my favorite things about this camp because it was one of the more simpler ones to understand, and because of how many things you can get from just using this one procedure. So this picture here is the industrial distillery, and it's used, like you said, to make gas and other things. But it also can help power the factory as well. This is a more simpler model, and what it is, it starts here. Water supply in there, but more advanced, it was called feed tank. And what it does is it brings the water here. When the water gets into this tank, this heating coil starts to heat it up. When it heats it up, it makes this water boil. And all the steam and the substance, the material and the substance that has the lower boiling point, called boiling first, it will turn to steam. When it turns into steam, it's going to go into this tube where this air vent is going to cool it down as it goes, so it's going to condense back into a liquid. When it goes back into a liquid, this cooling fan is going to also help cool it down and it's going to come out as a liquid, whereas the other liquid will be separated.
These two are called Erlenmeyer pots. This is basically the condenser, so when it became vapor, it came up here, and it condensed that into a liquid state so you can use it something. This is called a Bunsen burner, where you got the heat from. So basically, we used diethyl vanilla extract and mixed it together. And when we got the substances that we got liquefied, we got vanilla ester, carbon dioxide, and mark in the coat. So basically, the point of distillation is that the liquid as a whole, it reaches the boiling point, causing vaporization, and then they turn into a vapor going through the tube, condensing in the tube, and coming out into the flexible liquid state.
I just want to point out that the reason that it turns back into a liquid is because as it cools down, the cold air starts to make the gas heavier. And when the gas is heavier, just like rain, it condenses back and it starts to fall. So that's why when it cools down, it goes back and the liquid comes into the liquid.
This one was at USC. This one was at USC. That was showing us how
we went and successfully found the favorable equilibrium of ethanol and methanol. So, next slide. So our materials were, we had ethanol, methanol, we had this oxygen still, two thermometers, one right here and one right here. One was in the liquid right here, and one was in the vapor going under here. And then a hot plate. So basically, we mixed the ethanol and methanol into here, and then we slowly added the using this right here, and then we recorded the temperature of the liquid and vapor every 2 minutes until the equilibrium was reached. So now our results. So our starting temperatures were at 23.1 and 23 degrees. We finally reached the equilibrium at 59 degrees and 67.2. So the boiling point of methanol is about 65, while the boiling point of ethanol is about 78. So we suspected that the boiling point would be around 60 something, but instead we actually made one mistake while we were doing the experiment, whereas the thermometer wasn't all the way touching the liquid, it was halfway in. So that's why we came out with an error of 59 degrees in the boiling point of the mixture, and it was actually around 60 something.
You could point a reaction at which the reaction so I was going to take you notes on how seeing how the estimates made the side of two and how the temperatures kept rising every 2 minutes and it was high.
So basically, the mixture, the vapor liquid equilibrium, is where the rate of vaporization equals the rate of condensation. So there's like no change at all. And we reached it for our methanol and methanol, and that was the boiling point.
This is what we did here. We had a little piece, they kind of mixed between Connect and Lego. We had these little containers that had magnesium, and we had salt water that filled in the container that going down. What it did, it generated electricity and it sent it through the wire, and there's a motor, it's kind of hard to see in here, but there's a motor like right under there. It powered the motor, it powered the wheels, and it car forward.
We had 2 power cells. We used 2 just so we could get the car to go faster for us. We had just a sheet, kind of a small sheet of magnesium in here. Just poured salt water in, and it simulated the flow of electricity. Powered the motor.
So basically, the goal of the race was to get from point A to point B in a straight line, and we largely did. Yeah, and this is a collection of things that we did.
Nice.
$20. I'm hungry.
I did good. You better get the